A great shot here at US Bank Stadium, located in downtown Minneapolis. Today we've got a battle here in the NFC North between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. Will Reichert has it all teed up. And off we go from Minneapolis. This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So the Packers offense getting set for their first drive. And bringing them out, now in his 6th year here in the NFL, Brock is 3rd as a starter from Utah State. It's Jordan Love.
What's cool about Jordan's story, too, Kate, is he's officially moved beyond the story of how his career began, of sitting and waiting for his opportunity to shine. Now we just get to celebrate all these shining moments, showing off the talent that he's got.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing him a loss. First play of the game.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. Now Love on the play fake. Left side into the hands of Dobbs. No one around. He's got space. He could do it. And he'll take this one in for the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers take a 6-0 lead right away. It's a Romeo Dobbs touchdown. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Brandon McManus on for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Packers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Vikings nothing.
On now is McManus to kick this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Making some progress here. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. Well, here come the Vikings, taking the field for their first drive of the game. And leading them in his pseudo-rookie season after that injury cost him last year. The 10th overall pick in our 2024 draft, J.J. McCarthy.
The biggest mistake he could make here is letting his offense get suckered into trying and matching the pace while the opposition just set. Even if it's a quick score to begin the game, he's got to have the poise and the patience here to run the opening script they've planned for all week long. Play your game and not let the circumstances dictate and force your hand early.
He's going to be hauled down after a gain of about 7. It's 2nd down.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Slot man motioned over. On first down, it's Mason. And second down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. Now looks like we're going to get a stoppage for an injured Packer. He's in some pain as the trainers head out to examine him. Back to the line they go. It's second down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Completed over the middle. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
And the Packers at a 5th DB out there for this third down play. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good for a Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Take it off with it again.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. They've got a man in motion. On play action now, McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. This defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on third down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Gotta figure out this third down here. Looking to throw, McCarthy. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Defenses are fine with surrendering that completion if it means making the stop short like they did and bringing up fourth down.
Yeah, I like when these defensive coordinators say they want to populate the ball. And that was a perfect example of it. Don't let the playmaker get started.
Will Reichard now to try the Vikings field goal. From the left hash, this is from 47. Reichard connects there. Well, we'll pause here, and for good reason. One of the Packers injured on that play and is being tended to. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. It's Keyshawn Nixon with the return. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Packers taking the field now. Their second series of the game coming up. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. Man in motion, out of the slot. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. Oh, he loses the football. And the Vikings have recovered.
Yeah, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
Now for the second time this game, we get a look at this Vikings offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover.
The previous play is under review.
All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. After a fortuitous recovery, this will be second down. Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And he's going to be bottled up just a few yards into that second down run.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
And the Vikings add an extra defensive back for this third down. Shotgun now for Love. Got his man. It's Golden. Keeps on moving into the red zone. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock. And that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Reed now in motion left. Takes the handoff, now Love. Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete.
Okay, you get down to this tight red zone, and there's only so many pass plays you can run, largely because you don't have enough space to operate. Defense knows it, too. Give those guys some credit. They were all over that one.
So after the incomplete pass, here's second and goal. To the air with Love. Has it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up third and goal.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Defense bringing in a fifth DB, third and goal. Stick it in the air, Love. And it's incomplete on third and goal.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on third down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
On comes Brandon McManus now to try this field goal for the Packers. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. McManus sends it through. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. Minnesota all set to go for its second drive. And they brought out their kicker for a field goal their last possession. This time they'll look to bring him out for an extra point instead. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 23. McCarthy fires out wide. Complete. And this is going to be contained at the 25-yard line. Javon Fuller bringing that play to an end.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. It's his running back. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps the stride moving.
And the Vikings, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now, the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. 1st and 10. Here's McCarthy. Brought in right side. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
2nd down now, 7 to go. McCarthy going to keep it himself. Big play, pushes them beyond midfield. And he works this down to the 41. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that can do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
Mason will try this one up the gut. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
40-yard line.
Now, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Another run for Mason. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Andrew and Cooper there make the stop. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
These two NFC North teams have played one so far. The Packers on top early. More from US Bank Stadium after the break. Nice drive here. It's up to 8 plays as they get set for 3rd and 6. Here's McCarthy to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
That's good for the Vikings. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
1st and 10. It's McCarthy. He completes it in traffic.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. He's running the comeback. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Another throw here for McCarthy. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
I know we talk about rhythm a lot when it comes to music, but it's the same thing with the quarterback and his protection. This QB was in rhythm, but they knocked the notes out of him on that one.
Need to get that yardage back and a little bit more, too. It's 2nd and 14. Another try following the sack. He brings it in. And that's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings can tie it up in a second after cutting into the lead. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on football fields. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did it.
Now it's Will Reichert on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Vikings tie things 10-10. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Nixon now to return it. This makes it up to the 25. The Packers are headed back to the field, so we'll get a look at Romeo Dobbs. And they've had a real connection looking his way in our opening half. Seems pretty clear that he's the one the coverage is going to have to adjust to and start slowing down. Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. And off to Jacobs to start the drive. Cuts it to the right sideline. And some excellent work on this play. It takes him a while to get to him downfield.
The tackle by Isaiah Rodgers. A 39-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Green Bay.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play. Going run again with Jacobs. He finds some space again. And he did not get in. Finally stopped at the 1. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, you get the right blocking, a possessed running back, and you get some serious yards on the table.
Jacobs has the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers take a 2nd quarter lead. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even in early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
McManus on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Packers break that tie and now lead by 7.
Vikings 10.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Return coming from the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. They'll look to knot up this game right now as they trail 17-10. Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. On the toss, here's Mason. Nearly starts the drive with a first down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
First down carry, got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. That's a short gain of 1. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
That's good for a Vikings first down.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Play action, McCarthy. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
So still 10 to go on 2nd from the 33-yard line. From the gun, Mason. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Brought down by Quay Walker.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. McCarthy throwing here. Thielens got it, complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
26 yards. That's good for a Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Looking slant route, complete. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Running back, motioning right. From the 33 on 2nd down. Short pass brought in. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
For a Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. He tucks it and takes off.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. It's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. This is Scott. Looks like he gained about 3 yards. It's also going to bring up 3rd down.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? It doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
A 27-yard attempt.
Reichert connects there, and it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. This return starts at the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Packers and Josh Jacobs about set to go on offense. And he has run roughshod over them in this opening half. Pretty sure this is the exact kind of start that he was hoping to have here. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Love out of the shotgun. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 23. Back to the air. Love. Now setting up the screen for Jacobs. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Vikings defense countering with a nickel look. 3rd down coming. Love from the gun. And he'll just throw this away, Brock, and that's going to bring us to our 2-minute warning. So it's the 2-minute warning here from Minneapolis. The Packers likely looking at a punt. Ball taken in at the 36. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. The Vikings taking the field on offense. They managed 3 on their last drive, but down inside the red zone, disappointing not to come away with a touchdown. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy has him on the quick hitter. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Completed over the middle. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Throwing from the gun here. Finds him over the middle. This one nearly moves the chains, but he stopped just shy of that marker. 6-yard pickup brings up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. McCarthy throwing on this 3rd and 1. It's caught. That's Thielen. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
Minnesota spends its 2nd time out here.
First down.
And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
At the 23-yard line.
And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunk of yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Back to the air, McCarthy. Couldn't bring it in over the middle, incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So 2nd down coming up.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Throwing again now, McCarthy. Finds his man over the middle. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. So close to the end zone, but with time winding down, they're going to try for the field goal. A very short kick here from the right hash. Reichert connects there. And that cuts the lead back down to a lower point.
I don't think there's any question. This is going to be a close game when it's all said and done because it's awfully tight here at the half. And that field goal, that gives them a little more confidence running into the locker room.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, because this one goes for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here comes the final play of our first half. The final throw before the break. That's caught, Tucker Kraft. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. So less than a field goal separating these teams after our first 2 quarters as we throw to Scott Hansen with our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome into the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you on an abridged halftime report. Good competitive first half. This game kind of has a punch-counterpunch feel to it, as reflected on the scoreboard. Tight game going into the second half. Can either team pull away? To find out, let's go back to the stadium and our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Big thank you to our guy Scott Hansen and the gang down in Orlando. Got a close one here, Brock, as our second half gets underway. Now is McManus to kick this away. Has this at the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Here's the Minnesota offense headed out to start this third quarter. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be fiery to start this second half too as they chase this lead. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. On play action now, McCarthy. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. The both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope you have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
Motion man sent left. This is Mason on 2nd down. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. McCarthy looking to throw. And that one's 4th down.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Now we'll see Ryan Wright come on for the Vikings to punt this away on 4th. Brought down before the return gets far. Now here comes the Green Bay offense. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10. Jacobs running behind center. And that is exactly what you're looking for on a 1st down run. He picked up 7.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, a nice little run to set the table.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. They stick with Jacobs. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up 3rd down.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Love. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play. Jar it loose, incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
The Packers send out their punting unit. And he's getting the call for the 2nd time this game. And that kick will get out of bounds without a return. Looks to be a little shy of reaching the 20. The Vikings now set to take the field. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. The give to Mason. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
At the 22-yard line.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Looking to throw, McCarthy. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Now give it to Mason. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mocked up, too.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. He's out near midfield and still going. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good for a Vikings first
When they
down.
drop these plays for the quarterback, these are the type of results they're expecting, Kate. Something that could tear a hole in the defense, move the chains, and just as importantly, and maybe most importantly, put a seed of doubt and thought into that defensive mind that the QB can run at any time.
Straight ahead, here's Mason. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down.
That's another Vikings first down.
This offense will take that from their ground game every time. But I know, because I've been around this league a long time, runs like that, they're really hard to come by. It takes everybody, and maybe a little breakdown there on defense, too, to take advantage of.
They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. It's a pickup of 11, and that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
1st down, and they go right back to it. He's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. They get 13 on the pickup, and it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Now run by Scott. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Now McCarthy. The throw is caught. And this one does not go far. Now looks like we're going to get a stoppage for an injured Packer. He's in some pain as the trainers head out to examine him. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Back now, pressure on its way. That one's incomplete over the middle. Trying to find Justin Jefferson. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
So the Vikings will try a field goal on 4th down. Will Reichert headed out. They're going to mark this as a 24-yarder. Reichert connects there. And they've taken back the lead.
Let's give him some credit. He's done his best to three them to death in this game, Kate. And he's continuing that effort here in the second half, as his 4th field goal of the game gives them a slim lead.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away.
For the Vikings.
Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Out now runs the Packer offense. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. Now Love on the play fake. He's trying to push the field. They connect on the deep shot. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. That one nabs him 33 yards and a new set of downs, too.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't make the hook up with Matthew Golden. So it'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Throwing, it's Love. Short pass brought in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Throwing again. Love has his man. It stops. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
And a Packer 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
He sent a man in motion. Running on 1st here with Jacobs. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
2nd and 10 at the Vikings 25-yard line.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Love out of the shotgun. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right along the 20.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. Love now to throw. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And they're staring at a 4th down now after that sack.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
On comes Brandon McManus now to try this field goal for the Packers. Ball on the right hash, the distance 43, charging down the middle, and they block it!
We could say they picked a great time to block the kick, but let's be honest. Any time is a great time to get through and block one. It really rewards the effort that those special teamers put in each and every time out. It might not always get noticed, but it sure does there. Big time.
The Vikings and their QB J.J. McCarthy returning to the field on offense. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Man in motion here. First play in the drive. Here's Mason. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
And 5 at the 42-yard line.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. And he's hit and dropped. So that's going to bring an end to our third quarter with him picking himself up after that sack. 3 quarters in the books from this one. It's Vikings ball, working to carry this lead through to the end. Third and 10. Can this offense get it done? McCarthy throwing here. Short pass caught by his tight end. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless. He took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Play action, McCarthy. Blocked by his fullback behind the line. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss, we've got 2nd and 11.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
All right, here we go, 2nd down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Jefferson brings it in on the slant. And how about this, Brock? They gain 11 on 2nd down. Nice work to claw some back. They make it 3rd and short.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Here we go. Goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. McCarthy on the sneak. And this defense is going to win this rep. They hold strong there in the middle. Get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up.
Come on,
Kevin O'Connell not happy with the officials at the moment. The challenge flag is out.
Previous play is under review.
Well, I certainly don't envy the officials here. A lot of times, Brock, it can be so tough to have the right angle to get a perfect spot on that football.
Yeah, how they do it, I just marvel at it. A bunch of years ago, I got to do and be an official, a side judge for a spring game.
How'd that go?
Not well, because things happen so fast, and I really do. I marvel at more often than not how good these officials are at spotting the ball.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So upon further review, they get a more favorable spots, and that's enough to give them the first down. It's Mason. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Okay, the 2-yard run on first down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Here's McCarthy to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And the stop is made at the 32, so give him almost enough for a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
This is going to be play number 9 of this drive, and we could see a 10th if they can get a yard here on 3rd down. They give left side to Mason. Trying to get this one outside, Brock, but he did not make it. They stopped him right at the line of scrimmage. He's short.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A lot of pressure on this kick for Will Reichert. Ball spotted on the left hash, 49 yards out.
49-yard attempt.
Tracking for it, and it's good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost them a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
Here's Reichert, set to kick this away. This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Green Bay offense about to get started once more. And a standout special teams play kept these guys from getting 3 out of that last drive. Probably not looking to leave anything to chance this time around. Take this one in for 6.
And the best way to keep a field goal from getting blocked is not to even put the field goal unit on the field. The extra point unit, that's what they're aiming for.
Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this 1st and 10. Play fake, it's Love. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Target that time, Jaden Reed. And now it's 2nd down.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
A 2nd down throw here for Love. Now setting up the screen for Jacobs. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
And the Vikings going to the dime package here. 3rd down coming up. Love from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then. And the running back still doing it to this day.
And he's sent out of bounds after an 8-yard pickup, so they've got 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And a great play was brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
They're set up at the 35 now. Straight ahead, it's Wilson. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Love. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it into the 3rd row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because now 3rd down is so much harder.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Back to throw it. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Punt team on the field. It'll be Daniel Whelan doing the honors. And this one gets out of bounds. It was pushing some distance towards the goal line, but gets out at the 5.
At their own 5-yard
The Vikings and their QB J.J. McCarthy returning to the field on offense. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this 2nd half. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. Mason will try this one up the gut. This is headed perilously close to their end zone, Brock. That tackle sends him backwards to the 4.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Off play action. It's McCarthy. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Looking for Justin Jefferson on that throw. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down. He'll throw it. Dumped off to his running back. He's going to have this one up to about the 17-yard line. So a timeout comes in. Looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
Vikings, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
All set up now for 1st and 10. On play action now, McCarthy. It's caught, that's Thielen. And he'll get this up to the 18-yard line. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the 2nd one used by the defense in this half.
That's what they call staring down the gun barrel. You know as a quarterback, you're about to get absolutely blasted, but you got to deliver an accurate throw just like that.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Mason gets it from the gun. And they find him after just a yard, and it's 3rd down. Now we get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout, so the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. He's back to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Minnesota lined up in punt formation. And he's going to call for the fair catch here at the 38-yard line. The Packers and Josh Jacobs about set to go on offense. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they placed upon him. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10. To the air with Love. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Hits him on the in route. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play. Looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
8-yard pickup. And a Packer first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
The time is there, but the timeouts are not. You've got to be smart. It's 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. Left side into the hands of Dobbs. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
A gain of 4.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. He'll look to throw it. Completed over the middle. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Back to throw. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete.
The offense not shy about sending them downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
Just over 40 seconds to play as they line up. 2nd and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. Here he is to throw. Finds him over the middle. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
Here comes play number 8 of the drive, 3rd and 1. Looking to throw it. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So it's going to be 4th and short. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react. And then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal. So they are indeed kings in the north as the Vikings win it at home. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with the victory. So for Brock Heward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings emerge as winners as we bid you farewell from Minneapolis.